HVAC or heating and air conditioning thermostat wiring for a heat pump. Question: how many wires do we need? What color wires do we need, etc. So to make this simple, it's not very complicated. One can carry over the concept of wiring for a gas furnace. Generally speaking, it's not engraved in stone. Generally speaking, a gas furnace does not require as many wires as the heat pump. However, if we go back and get this real simple, the red is the incoming power, 24 volts. The common is the blue. Now, do keep in mind, some thermostats have the blue. If you open your thermostat and you don't see a blue wire here, don't be alarmed, or don't be alarmed per se, because sometimes if you have the batteries in the thermostat, one may not need the blue wire. However, my opinion is it's better to always run it. But that's because if you use one of these remote thermostats, you hook up with an app on your phone or something. I've heard, I haven't really installed too many, but I've heard that some of them may require a blue wire. So anyway, my opinion is it's good to get the blue and have the power. So the red comes in, and then the blue. The green is for the fan motor, the blower fan motor. The white is for the heat. The yellow is for the cooling, for the condenser outside. Now, here's where we come up with another wire for the heat pump. This would encompass a gas furnace. For a heat pump, say if we have an orange wire, the orange wire would allow power for the reversing valve and the condenser. So, but now again, orange wire for the reversing valve and the condenser. Now, do keep in mind there are some situations where some manufacturers use the brown wire, say Ream, Rudd. I'm not sure what brand names do this, but this wire here, if you had that particular brand, you would use this wire and supplant this wire with the orange wire. So, but generally speaking, let's recap here. Red wire, incoming power, probably the most important in my opinion. This and the common wire. Blue wire is the common wire. It returns and makes the electrical circuit. You make 360 degrees, so to speak. I'm not certain if that's a good description, but that's the way I think of it. The green is for the fan motor. Now, one thing about this green, be careful that you don't miss. Many times green wires are used on motors and different things, and they're the ground wire. But this, do not mistake this as a ground wire. This is your blower fan motor, or your squirrel motor, whatever you want to call it. And the white's for the heat. The yellow is to energize the contactor outside to pull it in to allow the 240 volts to jumper to energize your compressor and your condenser fan motor. And your orange is for your reversing valve. Now, your orange would be used in heat pump scenarios. So this would be the wiring for a heat pump scenario. Now, if you had one of those name brands that call for another color wire for the reversing valve, simply use the brown and don't use the orange. Thank you for watching wiring for a heat pump on the thermostat wiring. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.